Right, loco, masking tape, paints, screwdriver, blade, paintbrush, water for paintbrush, mat, cardboard. So, hello everybody, and welcome to Map Dragon Railways, and today I'm going to do something I have never done before. This loco come from eBay, fairly cheap, on bidding, 105. I've already got one of these. It's not the best run in my other one, and it's done up as Yorkshire tea temporarily, with side plates and that. But yeah, already got this loco, got it for a reason. It's already had a full-on strip down and overhaul and clean, even the wheels coming off and one of the crank pins, because it was fairly filthy. But yeah, she's all clean and lovely, and to be honest, I've kind of bonded with the livery, but it's actually time for it to go. So if I want this livery again, I can always strip down the Yorkshire tea one again, just remove the labels and side plates and chuck it on this chassis, or you know, just run the other one. So yeah, this one is going into a livery that is known as BR Black, so you may know this. So hence why I've got the black paint. And I've got some red to do some touches up if the masking tape fails, and I've got to mask off these copper bits. This will be a time lapse of me painting it. I will be watering down my acrylic paint to avoid getting any streaks in the paintwork, and I'm going to try my hardest. I also forgot to note in the start of the video, which was quite odd for me, was these BR transfers. If you remember, and you're a long time viewer since December last year, you will realise that I was sent some stuff kindly by Fox Transfers for me to review, and they also sent me these transfers, so these will be coming in handy going on the side. I'll just quickly go through my plan. Like I say, BR Black, just straight up. I'll keep the copper colours and that, all this black, and then BR transfer on the side. But apart from the black and that, I'm going to have the banding kept as red. But if the masking tape, or I aren't the best with masking tape, then I'm going to have to go over that with my buffer beam red. So let's hope I don't have to make that mistake. So yeah, BR Black should look nice. And now let's start the time lapse. Hope you enjoy. So yeah, it looks terrible at this stage, and now I'm going to butt in as an editor. So yeah, it didn't work out in the end. I sanded it all down a bit and accidentally removed the rivets, and as you can see it's a state, but I've gone over some lining and that because I saw that the paint seeped through under the masking tape and that. And what I am going to resort to is some Hornby gloss finish paint, and I shall spray paint that. So that's what you'll see next, which will be on the next day. So as stated, it's the next day. My paint's arrived from Amazon. It's a Hornby gloss black paint, as I failed to show in the camera, and I'm just going to shake this for about a minute, and this is of course going to be heavily cut down, so you can enjoy the video. But yeah, just take the lid off from a distance. I'm going to position the loco, and I'm just going to spray very light coats and thin coats. So yes, here she is after a few coats from that video I just showed you, and basically I'm going to let that dry and repeat the process over and over until I'm happy with the amount of paint, and of course do the other sides, etc. But I will cut all that out and show you the final result. So here is the locomotive, all done, and it's very glossy. It's actually hard to focus, but it actually looks like it's wet, but I know it's dry. It's been left for well over an hour now, so it's time to peel the masking tape and see if it's done its job. Buffer beam isn't too bad, it needs some touching up. This time for the rear buffer beam. So it won't focus that well, but there's a little bit of spill on the bottom, but that's easy to tidy up. So it's onto the safety valves, dome and chimney. So wow, that is coming across really nicely. And it's just time to reveal the smoke box door, and I covered this for one reason, and that was the painted detail on the front. So yeah, I'm just going to get some photos so you can see it more clearly, but then after that it's time to introduce the model to these transfers, and then the model is done. Oh, hang on, I've actually forgotten something, and that's the lining, so I'll quickly do that. So there's the lining. It won't focus, but you may be able to tell there is a little bit where the stuff's got in, so yeah, that may I might as well try and go over that, but I think I've managed to get some fingerprints on the side of the model, so that might want maybe a bit more paint. I don't know, it might be fine because of how glossy it is. You'd only notice it close up anyway. So yeah, it's on to the transfers and that, and the tidy up. So this is the final model as you saw in the photos. It's coming out really nicely, and all that's left are the decals. So just off camera I've got a tray with some warm soapy water, a paintbrush to help me apply the decal, and some tissues to dab it off, and of course some scissors to cut down the decals. So I'm just going to start snipping at them and then putting them in the water for a minute or so. So I'm just going to bring into shot my soapy water, just get those transfers from wherever they're hiding. So anyway, I'm going to pop these in the solution, and they're going to stay in the what is now gone cold water for about a minute. I'm just going to add a little bit of warm water to there. So that solution is fairly warm. It was just setting up, and of course in the time of setting up the camera and everything, the solution had cooled. So I'm going to move my scissors out the way, get my locomotive. I'm going to just put that aside, and I'm just going to see if I can tease these off yet. Yep, so it's time to go on the locomotive. Now you want to be careful with this, and this one's for this side. And basically I'm going to try and aim for the centre as well as I can. It's not really the recommended to use your fingers. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to get my tissue, and I'm going to put a blob on it, and there's the transfer on the side. So I'm just going to do that one to the other side. This is probably the most boring bit of the video, and I do apologise. And I'm just going to position it to a place where I am happy with it. What do you think of that? Maybe a bit that. I'm happy with that. I think let's just straighten it down a bit, maybe up. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Dab, and that's now on there. So yeah, so that's the body now complete, which I'm happy with it. It's my first loco, so there are a bit of bits that are a bit rough, but as practice goes by and as I paint more locos, it'll come up better and better every time. So let's put this on the chassis, put the chassis on the body actually, and run it. So thank you for watching that little video. I hope you did enjoy it. Yeah, not the best work, but I'm actually really pleased with it for the first ever model I have painted. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Come out rather well for at least my skills. So I want to give a massive thank you to Hornby, who makes these models, because they are sharing this video. And if you're here, thanks to Hornby, then thank you for coming along and visiting this channel. If you did enjoy this video, please do leave a like, comment, share with your friends, and please do consider subscribing. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you all next time. Cheerio for now.